Once again, in no particular order, here are the 10 best crowdfunded indie comics of 2021 according to This Australian. The first issue of Wahid was so controversial that reviewing it got my first YouTube channel banned. Not warned, not struck, not suspended, but erased from existence. The review is up on BitChute these days. I reviewed it more favourably than not, but it didn't make my top 10 books of 2020 list. Issue 2, however, is a massive level up for the team of Hysham Cain and Frederick Mattson, and has clawed its way, bloody controversial and heretical, onto the list for 2021. There's two immediate things of note with Wahid 2 Dawn of Evil. One is the huge art level up that it's had. The art in issue 1 had good foundations, but ranged from gets the job done to clunky. In this issue, the epic spanning and mythological content creates a fully painted masterpiece that bursts from the page. Mattson's unusual border and composition choices, something I thought detracted from the previous issues, works so well in this issue, telling a story that rages for thousands of years. The second thing of note is that this issue is a complete departure from the first. It's a several thousand year long flashback. The bad guy from the last page of issue 1 is the protagonist in this book, and his story is told to us from the point of his conception to the modern day. While I would have liked to have more of the titular character's adventures, especially after the cliffhanger he was left on last issue, this isn't unheard of. Garth Ennis in particular is fond of these complete 180s from issue to issue. I'm not a big fan of flashbacks, particularly mid-book, but if you're going to do a big flashback, this is the way to do it. Adamu appears to be a self-manifested stand-in for the Judeo-Christian God. Like Ennis's work on Preacher, for this version of God to be correct, you'd have to ignore most of what the Bible says about him. Not a new concept, the idea that the God presented in the Bible isn't as powerful or as loving as portrayed. Adamu conquers Atlantis and the empire of Sargon of Akkad. He exists at the beginning of time, births mankind, and chases our love and worship for the rest of his days. This book is like violent, bloody poetry. It's vast, its ideas are vast, and smack of the kind of epic storytelling the Greeks did so well at the dawn of civilization. Wahid 2 Dawn of Evil is a worthy follow-on to the first issue, beautifully rendered with outrageous violence, action, and ideas. It's subversive, it's both stunning and brave. A Muslim creator portraying a Muslim hero fighting, what else? Muslim extremists. While I don't agree with the ideas in this book, I'm glad it's being made. And I'm glad the creative team refuses to kowtow to the Twitterati.